guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to the 13th episode of the Leeds United Career Mode. We are in January the 31st with a game in the FA Cup against Reading to come up. So yes, we have one game to go, and then after this, we are going to be finishing the January transfer window. So we have a deadline day coming up. It's I don't know how it works in real life, but I'm pretty confident you're not supposed to have a game in the deadline. I don't even know, but we'll continue on anyway. I could be talking shit, but we'll move on. We have a game in the FA Cup now. I'm not sure if we've already played one. If we have played at least one game in the FA, it would have been at least one game in the FA Cup, or this could be the first game that we're playing in the FA Cup. And we've actually had a few good runs of games. We've been able to notch up a lot more wins than what we have in the past. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going. As you can see, Reading getting a few attacks in, and Leeds, of course, we're getting a few attacks in as well. But Obita going down the wing into Yakubu, he's a little older, but he still has it to some extent as he heads that one, and it goes a little bit wide. Another cross coming in, still nothing there. Aiden White running with about an hour gone now. Still no goals scored in this game. Going into Cataldi on the yellow card slot, and now Adrian who lays off. He lays off for him, and he had a shot which skied it right in the top. A long build up, slow build up, but finally got the cross in and nothing would happen. But then the header that was going right to Silvestri. He made the save, and look who is just standing right in front of him for the tap in. It is incredible how he was just so perfectly positioned for that. And the save, unfortunately, I'm not even going to get too angry at Silvestri because I'm not going to say he should have held that, because that was a difficult stretching save, but not to be. Aiden White, we're a goal down. We need a score to keep ourselves in the FA Cup, and we don't do it. Reading beat us very early. There's quite surprisingly not a big FA Cup run for us this time around. But man of the match in this game will go to Belushi, one of the defenders picking up this time around. As you can see, not a lot of our defenders got a higher rating. The highest rating ended up going to Sam Byram, I believe, who got a 7, but I didn't really see an awful lot of him. And now we move on, as you can see, a very fast-moving transfer deadline day. But the fact is, despite having players that I think maybe 1 or 2 players I was trying to sell and 1 or 2 players I was looking to loan, no one had any interest. I was done. I'd spent almost all of the transfer budget that I had, so I was sorted. So we will continue on now, and we'll continue on into the league as we're finally in February playing Cardiff in the rain away. That's fantastic. We're coming off of a loss in the FA Cup. We've been knocked out, and now we're about to play a shit rainy game in Cardiff. So that's a great way. But anyway, we'll hopefully just bounce right back and get the result that we need to in this one, because even though the FA Cup is done for us, that is still in a way a good thing, because now it means we've got nothing but league games coming up now. And of course, as you can see, we're 4th despite losing. We've gone in terms of keeping clean sheets and winning and drawing games. We've won and drawn a lot more games than we've lost. We've only lost 3 games so far, as my keeper throws it to the wrong player, and it's terrible because he heads it right to one of our strikers from Cardiff, who thankfully Silvestri on one-on-one situations is able to save it. But we'll continue on still with Cataldi, who doesn't have a lot of pace, is the one running. Takes an interesting touch, but actually just keeps going past it, as Cook then sends through goal Branson, who takes an awkward touch, just touching and facing the wrong way, which is not what we needed from him, and he couldn't make that happen, but still continuing with another tackle and making it happen. And we're going to go with the switch, as Aiden White still trying to go for the through ball. There's a bit of space on that left side. That's what the switch is there for. Jack Grealish is continuing on through, running. He'll shoot. He's in the box. That's a terrible attempt. I don't know if that's in the way. I don't know if that's got anything to do with the rain or just not good enough contact, but that's a terrible effort from there with no one really around him. The cross coming in into Kenwyne Jones. He heads it backward. Still nothing coming in this game. Now deep in the 88th minute, stoppage time approaching. Bernardeschi going past several, and he's got play to contend with. He shoots. He gets in front just in the end and blocks the shot. Still 0-0. Still 0-0. Even after all this time, if we're going to score, we need to get the ball out now. We do well from the free kick as it's delivered into the danger zone, but we give it away right away again as Dikakoi gets it. Whittingham, then Donnelly, still moving a through ball. One of my players is on the deck injured, and it actually opened up space for one of the Cardiff players to have a shot, but it was saved by the keeper right in the end and cleared off the goal line. Wow, we nearly conceded an absolutely ridiculous goal right at the end there. Thankfully not, but in this game against Cardiff, we're going to give man of the match to Solly March. Not the goalkeeper, despite making some good saves and a few of my defenders having good games. Solly March again. He didn't have a massive, obviously, goal-scoring impact, but just going forward, he was very, very good, and unfortunately, just couldn't manifest that into an actual goal-scoring, I was going to say goal-scoring opportunity. We had plenty of them. We just didn't, unfortunately, put any in the back of the net. So 2 games played so far, 1 loss and a draw. So hopefully, if that keeps going, we should be hopefully in store for a win here against Millwall, which I'm really hoping will happen because it's another draw. We're up to 14 draws on the season now, 11 wins and 3 losses, and we're still 4th, which is good. Thankfully, just keeping those clean sheets and keeping those teams to draws instead of giving up any losses. That's what's really keeping us in that top 4 spot, in contention. But then again, poor defending like this, just allowing them to pass it along the edge of our box, still moving along, still going with it, still no tackles are being made. A pass is made, the shot is finally taken, and it was a weak effort, really. It was not very powerful, but it nearly dipped into that corner from a very lofted, soft shot, but thankfully it didn't happen. As again, another one of those shots, just not a lot of power, but just dipping down. Thankfully, not enough in time, and our keeper's really just standing there watching it. But now, a real chance happening in the second half as Dukara somehow gets past his man. He'll go for the shot. He goes near post, a little finesse, very well placed by Dukara. He doesn't smash it, takes his time, and that's well done, well dealt with the situation. Dukara getting a game, his first goal maybe ever since Branson's come into the team, and Dukara with another chance now. Plays through the left winger Ceballos, and he's on it. Still got 2 defenders to contend with. Gets past them well. Fake shotting and gets taken out by his defender. And that will be a clear-cut penalty. No doubt about it. He's the one that's won it, Ceballos. He's the one that's going to take it and put it in that top right-hand corner. 2-0. Breathing space with 12 minutes to go until stoppage time. And he's going to break out the Sturridge arm-waving celebration. Interesting there enough. But still, that's good. But now, only minutes after scoring that penalty, Millwall were on it. And maybe a chance. Cummings on the wing. Still trying to figure something out. The cross does come in. And the header. And thankfully, again, they've had so many shots for us that have gone over the crossbar. If any of those were on target, and a keeper maybe would have let a few of them in. But not to be for them. They couldn't get them on target. We win this game 2-0. Silvestri picks up man of the match. And I'll tell you what. He did play a good game, but it's not going to be my man of the match. I'm giving it to Ceballos. So again, another very good game from my attacking. Again, really good. But Bernardeschi maybe could have played a little bit better, but Dukara and Ceballos have been brilliant so far, especially in that game. Now, final game of this episode. We move into third after winning that game too. So we keep drawing these games. We just don't get maximum points a lot of the time from a lot of our previous games. Yet it just doesn't seem to be hurting us all too much. I mean, we're getting quite fortunate with how competitive the league is at the moment, but we're still 3rd. We're now playing Ipswich, who are probably, arguably, the hardest team that we've played so far in this episode. I mean, they're definitely the highest placed on the league, but on the table, but we'll see how that goes anyway. It's Solly March, who gets slide tackled, but he just avoids it well, and the cross will come into Cataldi of all people. Where's the striker? The centre midfielder pushing forward and getting amongst it. Not even the centre attacking midfielder, not even the striker. It's a centre midfielder, Cataldi, who must have that high attacking work rate. I'm not sure if he does or not, but he must do. And anyway, the ball come in to Hunt, and he will just literally turn and hit it first time and put it in that bottom right-hand corner where the keeper just watches it go past. Unfortunately, giving away a lead straight away. Ceballos gets taken down, no penalty, but concedes the corner, and the cross will come in, headed away. Poorly done, not a really good enough cross there, but still March and Cook and the shot and the save, and Bernardeschi is right there to tap it in. It's a little bit of mirroring what happened to us in the first game, conceding that goal to Reading in the FA Cup. It's just a save. He had to stretch to make it, and one of our players was standing right in front of him and says, "Thank you very much," and takes the tap in. And now it's 1-2, and we've gotten the league back, but some poor defending right now. Hunt, still the goal scorer before, trying to make something happen. Some poor defending. We let him go right past 2 defenders, the shot save, and then falls right back to Hyam, and that is again a shot, the save. It was a decent save, but it wasn't exactly palm right to him. It just rebounded off of the goalkeeper perfectly to fall right back to him. The cross comes in, another header, another going over the crossbar, getting fortunate. It was all Ipswich at this point. All the attacks were coming from them. Another pass coming in. The shot, the deflection off the back of one of their own players falls perfectly to one of their. Every rebound is going right to the opposition. He volleys it into the bloody near post, and now it's 3-2. We've given up a lead twice, and now we've bloody gone and conceded, and now we're behind. And as we approach stoppage time, we need to get the ball back, and Silvestri goes to get it, and we're in the stands, and this is a glitch. I've never seen this before in my life in FIFA 15. Not anywhere. Not me playing, not me seeing it. It's a glitch. We're in the stands. I try moving around. I can't do anything at all. He's just stuck getting the ball. I'm pausing it, going back out. It's still the same thing. And look, you see here that I'm just going to fast forward for heaps of time here. Nothing changes. It stays like this forever. And really, in the 90th minute, even if somehow we manage to get the ball back, as soon as he kicks it up, nothing's going to happen from this. I had no choice. I had to back out. I have to forfeit that game. And I was just fuming. I was filthy because at least we would have got credited with 2 goals. Now it's just going to be a 3-0 loss, which I was really disappointed about, but still, man of the match in that game I was going to give to Solly March again, who had a good game, picked up a yellow card, but who really cares? And yeah, we just got... I'm not saying that we would have gone up and scored a goal because the time was against us. You never would have known. We've already bagged 2. It was possible. It was never likely, but it's just... I would have at least to have had the opportunity or the chance to make something, but we were robbed of that by the game with a stupid glitch. Unbelievable scenes, but that's going to do it with the episode. Just a dumb and annoying way to end an episode, having to lose a game like that. We're still third though, even at that loss. We're just not getting hurt for these not taking maximum points, which is we're fortunate for, but still, we have a game against Blackburn in the next episode. And until that one, guys, my name is MasterBucks. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.